I want to thank my turtle and goddess of the underworld for taking care of my turtle if something happens.
It doesn't have that pizzazz, that oomph. It doesn't like give me the tingles.
Welcome to another episode of Staple or Stinker. This is Carl, a Magic player. I'm Leonie, a Yu-Gi-Oh player, and this is 5 cards. Some of them are staples and some of them are not so good, or cards that maybe sound good but aren't really. And we're gonna find out what you think about them. Have you played this already, Carl?
I played Staple or Stinker once. I wasn't very good. But since I played a match of Yu-Gi-Oh against none other than Joshua Schmidt, the world champion, and have taken private lessons with the office's office manager. So now I believe I know my way around a duel.
Oh, all right. So you did a lot to avoid this button here.
What happens if I get a question wrong? I never want that to happen ever again.
Yeah, it's pretty scary and terrifying. All right, Carl, let's get going. I'm excited. You may start over here.
That was exactly the one I was going to go for anyways.
Oh,
good choice.
Yeah, because you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player now, so.
Leonie, I just revealed my trap card. It's Dominus Impulse. If your opponent controls a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated that includes an effect that special summons a monster, negate that effect. Then, if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. If I activated this card from my hand, I cannot activate the effects of Light Year and Wind monsters for the rest of this duel. You can only activate one Dominus Impulse per turn. If there's one thing I've learned about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the way, don't take this as a downside, is I just don't play Light, Wind, or Earth monsters. What kind of percentage of Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters would you say Light, Earth, or Wind monsters are?
Percentage-wise, I actually do not have that
of
data right now. Well, the most played types currently are Light, Dark, and Fire.
So only one of these so far. So I have the chance of either placing this, setting it down, or playing it from my hand, but all my opponent needs is a card.
Yeah, and of course, they'd have to have activated an effect that special summons a monster.
Isn't that the point of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Some say it is, yeah.
I heard you only summon to special summon.
You summon to special summon, and then to special summon some more, and then to do more special summons.
So maybe the trap is that this card just looks too good. So I'm trying to piece out what makes it bad. And it's either the Light, Earth, and Wind monsters, but you appropriately informed me that Light is really relevant, but Earth and Wind maybe less so. So I could play a bunch of Fire monsters and still negate my opponent's special summons. And if I've even played another trap, I can destroy it.
Yes, exactly.
But I don't banish it, I just destroy it. And I've heard that in Yu-Gi-Oh, your graveyard is your second hand. Still, you negated an effect and destroyed a monster. Leonie, I may be falling into your trap card, but I feel like this card has to be a stone cold staple. Because the downside can be played around. Them having a card on the battlefield is just kind of a part of the life of a Yu-Gi-Oh player. And negating a special summon just seems so solid.
So you're saying
to you the button, you can tell me if I live or die.
All right, Carl, so you're right.
Yes!
Yes, this is a very, very good card. Actually, it has been in a few of the top decks from the most recent YCS, because simply negating a special summon is also way more powerful than just destroying a monster that is special summoned, because a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh monsters, when you special summon them, have effects like, if this card is special summoned, you can, draw another card and then play your entire deck. So
I know that one.
Negating the special summon itself means that their special summon effect won't even be activated. Also making it so that you could play this in your first turn. Like, it's okay if you don't destroy the card necessarily. If it's in your first turn, it's just like a hand trap. And not only that, but also negating an effect that would special summon a monster is really powerful because it wastes like your resources, and also it's a hand trap, so you could also play it like first turn and just like...
Oh, so you get to do the Yugi thing of holding it like this.
You've activated my trap card in my hand, because this is 2025.
So I'm 1 point up.
You have a point, and I'm very proud of you, Carl, that you analyzed that correctly. Yeah. Also, I feel like this needs to be said, because otherwise people in the comments may write like an entire thesis, which you are allowed to do. There is a deck currently that revolves around trap cards, and there's another trap card in there that has the effect of copying one of your trap cards effects. So you could do this technically.
So not only that, you can do that often, but then you definitely have the trap cards in your graveyard so that the next time it matters and you just destroy stuff. That is mean. Oh wow. Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not about making friends.
All right, let's go.
So, I go to this one.
If you want to. No, I think it's free reign for you, but go off.
Let me read. Bestial Jerusalem?
Yeah.
Druisworm?
Druisworm.
It's a dragon effect. The art is really cool. It's very Hearthstone. It's a monster, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. You can target one light or dark monster in either graveyard, banish it, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. This is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. Ooh, they often do.
It's one of the perks. Yeah, isn't it?
If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. You can only use each effect of, I'm not even going to try again, once per turn. So one thing I've heard is that in Yu-Gi-Oh, once per turn is not a nerf to scoff at. It makes a card considerably worse.
Or just a non-once per turn just makes the card incredibly broken.
Yeah, more like that. It's the other way around. This one is tough. It seems really good on face value, but I know that you're here to trick me and make me look like a buffoon.
That is exactly what I intend to do.
So you told me that light, fire, and what's the other one that's really popular?
A darkness.
Dark. And this says target one light or dark monster in either graveyard. So it seems pretty easy to get one there.
That is fair to say, yeah.
Okay. And then if you do, you special summon this card from your hand. So you just banish. So it destroys something in a graveyard, which already seems like a pretty good thing to do. And then you get this baby blue eyes into play, which also seems like a pretty good thing to do. And then somehow, if they get rid of this, I can special summon one monster. I target one special summon monster. So if their special monster eats this, it's also eaten. And then you hop back. You can whack me over the head with a big old bouncy hammer if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is all upside. So I will, oh no, your hammer's getting close to the button.
I didn't do anything.
I will say this is a staple.
Oh, Carl, this is a staple, honey.
Ooh.
Of course it is. Carl, this card is insane.
Right? None of this is bad.
This card got limited. Like, you were so close to, like, actually also seeing that, but, like, okay, so you summon this card. Like, it's a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster, so you could do this in their turn. You can, like, it's the last blow. You have no monsters on your field and they want to kill you. Ha ha ha, it's the battle phase, but have you met my Druisworm?
And not only does it come into play, they have to attack it, and if they get rid of it, they lose their special summon monster.
You can pick one. You can even pick one, not just the one that destroyed it or not. You can pick one. And even if it is your turn, it still is insane value because you can take resources out of their graveyard that they, maybe wanted to use for later. But you're just like, nope, that's out there. You put that there, and your opponent doesn't even have to destroy the card for the second effect to happen. You can just play a second monster with your normal summon, sacrifice the two of them to get one of your special monsters out.
How much does this cost?
It's sitting at about like €12-ish because it's at 1 right now. And the entire, there is an entire like bestial archetype, and most of them are limited or semi-limited because they all do this thing where they are basically, they're free. They're free. So like one of the main hand traps currently, Effect Veiler, that you can like put out there and be like, haha, I negate your effect. That's a light monster.
So if they used Effect Veiler early, it's easy to target from their graveyard and put this into free.
It's almost guaranteed that you will be able to play this card, and that just makes it insanely powerful.
Well, I am 2 for 2 right now.
You're
I'm very proud of myself.
I'm a bit worried. Maybe I have to be more mysterious and more like, yeah, well, Carl, do you think this is the truth actually? I was being too nice, probably.
Oh, the sunglasses are on. Now I can't read your emotions.
I also do not have them anymore.
You just got rid of them.
They are gone now.
First of all, I'm not locking this in. You're so great with your banished emotions. You're so great at hiding them.
Please, Carl, do not be funny. Do not be funny.
You're like an Easter Island statue. I'm going to tell you right now that without even reading this, I'm going to assume it's a stinker. I'm going to read it and make an accession. I'm not logging that in, but this card just looks bad. It has too many Dragon Balls. Fabled Leviathan is a dumb name. Why is it dancing the French can-can?
It's sitting on a throne though, but... Okay.
I changed my mind. Oh, but it has 2 friends. Okay, 3,000 attack. So it's a Fiend Synchro effect. 1 Fabled Tuner. So I have to pitch 1 Fabled Tuner and 1 or more Tuner monsters as material. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
Yeah, 1 Fabled Tuner and other non-tuner monsters.
As I've told you, I have been learning. I have respected the duel. The art of the duel.
The art of the duel is You are one with the force of the duel.
I was like on a mountain the other day in Japan, just climbing with... Is there a Master Roshi for Yu-Gi-Oh?
With your friends Kuribo on your side.
Yes.
You sit there and you just...
Moki Moki and I sat on a hill and meditated.
Chat, can we have a clip?
Stop, let's throw in the graphic right now. See? Actual footage.
Why am I playing this game with you, Carl? I look like an idiot, but a cool idiot with sunglasses.
Yes. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can select up to 3 fabled monsters in your graveyard and add them to your hand. Now that's a very powerful effect. And I'm pretty sure it's not that hard to get 3 fabled monsters into your graveyard. Sending them to your hand is a little less strong than the field, but do fabled monsters have any specific discard effects that revolve around them?
The fabled archetype revolves around discarding cards from your hand. They all get special summoned by discarding either themselves, each other, or they are discarded and then...
Okay, so now I see that you could potentially generate loops.
Yeah.
But you still need to synchro summon this. But it doesn't seem that hard to have one fabled tuner and one or more... So I've encountered some tuners that there's only one of. So it's really hard. You really need to get that one tuner and the one card to ever get this on the battlefield. How is that the case? How easy is this to find a fabled tuner?
There's a few. There's a few.
I would say that since this is very powerful and its effect is unbelievable, that if this was easier to get into play, it would be a staple. And I'm sure people tried and failed.
Because look at that dude.
I would say that Fable Leviathan is a stinker.
Oh, you're not even pretending for the thing anymore.
Yes!
Oh, you're doing so well,
Really?
Carl. I shouldn't be rooting for you, but I am. I don't care. I don't want to be mean.
I thought this was the one where I'd get a too slow and a hit of the button.
Right? I wish this card was good, dude. I wish this card was good, but it's actually a joke. It's so stupid. I cannot even begin to describe to you how stupid it is. It's so sad because there are level 10 synchro summons out there that are just so powerful. Like, it makes no sense. I do not understand why this is a level 10 monster for that archetype. It's a very underpowered archetype, although there are some ways to play it, and they're very fun, actually. They're very fun. I feel like it's one of the most fun archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Out there, because it's just discarding
looping
things.
all your cards
and like,
around, yeah.
woo, suddenly you have this and this. It's very funny, but it's kind of like this is supposed to be their strongest monster, and it's just not.
Oh no, it's so mid.
Because also the card has to be destroyed for the effect to activate. If it wouldn't be destroyed, it would actually be kind of okay. Because you could, like, you know, just sacrifice it to special summon from your extra deck, and then the effect would take place and you can get all of your materials back into your hand.
So it's not even just if you tribute it, someone has to knock it out with their own monster.
Yes, and also destroyed, not just or not even touches the graveyard or anything. Like, it has to be destroyed, which is like not that common anymore.
Okay.
Ish. Like,
The cards are
nowadays
too
it's
strong.
just sent to the graveyard or, you know.
I am currently happy with the result. The issue is that now, the pressure is on. I'm 3 for 3.
And I really want to press that button.
Okay, glass is back on. You suddenly look so much cooler. May I?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't learned these yet.
Oh, links.
This is a link monster.
Ooh. Oh, that's good. Oh, I have to check in with your sensei. Like,
I'm not at that stage in Daniel's class. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I'll tell you right now, that name sounds like a staple name.
It is a good name.
So, it's only things that are to the right. Beyonce wouldn't approve. Fiend Link Effect. Link 5. So you need a total 5 tribute of 4+ Link monsters to put this into play.
Yeah.
So, not trivial, I think.
Kind of very hard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, that gives me some information. Actually, that tells me that either this is game ending, or what I'm about to read is a little bit of a joke for that much of a backflip. You can also use one monster your opponent controls as material to link summon this card. Okay. If this card is link summoned, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. This link summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that special summons a monster from the graveyard, quick effect, you can negate that activation. All right, Leonie, I'm going to tell you that seems quite good. And the fact that you... Why? Either you're the best bluffer in the world and you need an Oscar right now. Stop the game, Leonie. I would like to present you with a Cardi for Best Actress. Congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
You may give your acceptance speech.
I want to thank my turtle. I want to thank Carl and Goddess of the Underworld for taking care of my turtle if something happens. I also want to thank Yugi for changing my life. Yeah, this means a lot to me, so I deserve it, and it's been high time that you give this to me, so thank you.
Now, back to Underworld Goddess of the Closed World, now that that much needed award ceremony has been concluded. My impressions are, this is very hard to summon. Getting rid of one of your opponent's monsters, pretty good. Quite good even. But you still need to get rid of 3 of yours, potentially 4, probably 3. And then the effects seem like they can... The fact that it negates all effects to your monsters seems good, but then they can still do it to this, which seems less good.
Yeah.
I feel like I wanted to be more blown away by the card if it required this much work. At which point, yeah, it doesn't have that pizzazz, that oomph. It doesn't like give me the tingles. And maybe I'm wrong, but I will say this is a stinker.
All right, Goddess of the Underworld is...
A staple. You did deserve
You just
that
wanted me to
Cardi.
press the button, didn't you, Carl? So all of your reasoning was correct, but the conclusion just,
Didn't land it.
wasn't. It's very normal to be like hesitant with like, Link 5s especially, because they're very like intense to summon. But usually you were right from what you said at the beginning. That means like the card that you summon should also be really good. It is mostly, it's a staple because it can be used in almost any deck and you get rid of one of your opponent's monsters. Because sometimes that just is everything that's keeping you from winning the duel, just your opponent having that one monster that you cannot get rid of. There are some monsters where it's like, they're very hard to get rid of because like either they just disappear from the field to negate some stuff, resummon. Some of them have like Xyz or something, they have other cards beneath them that they can, like it's very, very helpful to get rid of one of them to also get a monster. And then also be able to deny that card ever coming back because she makes it so that you cannot special summon from the graveyard, which is where you put the card essentially, in a way.
So I should have just stopped at the name when I was like, yeah, this is a staple.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what? Edit out all the rest. Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. I'll tell you right now, that name sounds like a staple name.
You're right.
Yes! Woo! Okay, I have one wrong.
But you did really well though.
But I have one chance to redeem myself.
You can redeem yourself
Glasses on, I see.
now.
Maybe this is the moment I win my own Cardi. Leonie, I have questions. Question number 1, why is this card so awesome? Question number 2, is this a mistake because it has no text? I'm not gonna get any information out of you, I see. Sea Monster of Theseus. So is this the ship of Theseus parts and it's been accumulating them as they fall off and creating a second ship to further confuse philosophers?
Yeah, they wear the parts of the ship as a head to make fun of Theseus, because haha, Theseus, you dumbo.
This requires 2 tuners and is 2,200 attack and 1,800 defense. Leonie!
Look at the card, like maybe there's something unusual about it.
It's water type. It's beautiful.
It is, sure is.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That's funny for ways you do not even understand yet.
Everything about this, except for the wonderful plot and art, tells me this is not worth the cardboard it's printed on. Zombie fusion? That sounds like a really good music genre. Is it correct to say that I need 2 tuners to put this on the battlefield? And then it's a 2,200. Oh no, I'm gonna get my second buzzer press. But I'm gonna say this card is not that good. Because you need fusion monsters to summon fusion summon, right?
You need a fusion card, usually, to summon fusion
And
monsters.
is this good because it's both a fusion card and a monster? But then, so when you fusion summon, do you use a fusion card from your hand? Or do you need it on the battlefield?
Both is okay, there's different ways.
So I can get rid of fusion card from my hand. Is this only good because it's terrible in every way technically, but because it has the word fusion on it, you can get rid of it to fusion summon And then it's a monster as well. Is zombie relevant? Is this only good because of another card?
Well...
Okay, well, I guess you're not allowed to answer.
I think you have to make a prediction.
So I'm going to flip a coin. It's a staple. And this is entirely up to luck. Well done. I love the flourish.
Once again, you did not trust your instincts, Carl, and that led you down a dark path of losing 2 points at the end.
Just nothing about this is good, right?
Konami made this card and they thought they were cooking. They thought they made an announcement, like a blog post. And they were like, you guys, next week we're dropping the most insane card you have ever seen. This card will change the meta. This card will change the duel. Everyone was like really hype. And then we got this. And everyone was like, oh, so, you know, expecting it to be like really, really good. Obviously thinking like, oh yeah, sure. 2 tuners for fusion. I mean, sometimes in a synchro deck, you have accidentally 2 tuners on your field because your opponent negated the one monster that you wanted to use, and then you could get rid of them and have, you know, a thing, but you'd also need to have a fusion card for that.
I understand the disappointment.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, I feel like one of the things that might have fooled people is the art is just so metal. That they're like, yeah, I guess this has to be good, right? It's so cool.
We do not know what they were thinking, if it was like an April Fool's situation. It's very debated in the community also, and some people are very desperately trying to make this card work.
Good luck to them.
It does in very specific situations, but I always feel like, oh yeah, well, you could just do something else entirely and just be as good.
Yeah.
Or better, even. So, Carl, that was insane. You did so well. You've got 3 out of 5, and the last one you just decided by a gamble. Very Joey Wheeler of you. I respect that personally. I'd love to do that again with you sometimes. You guys can let us know.
I'll go practice some more. And then I'll come back with a vengeance.
With a vengeance and my turtle in hand.
Yes, after you've exploded, because that's the last line of text on Underworld Goddess of the Closed World.
And I do meet that card quite a lot, so.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye!